I actually became addicted to running, and so I would run every day for miles.
Anorexia is the third most common chronic illness among adolescents. 95% of those who have eating disorders are between the ages of 12 and 25. 16-year-old Taylor Boyd's need to be skinny began in the 8th grade.
My lowest point was probably when I weighed around 80 pounds.
The risk of suicide is very high. We know that eating disorders are one of the most lethal, if not the most lethal, type of psychiatric disorder there is.
Dr. Brewerton of the Hearth Center here in Columbia has been studying eating disorders for more than 30 years.
Overall, we've seen an increase in the prevalence of eating disorders, for sure, and it's a combination of genetic and environmental factors, the media and our culture certainly being one powerful one.
Eating disorders are not the esoteric disorders that people once thought they were. They are true mental illnesses with powerful physical manifestations.
For about a month or 2 months, I was eating 3 pieces of gum a day and only drinking water, minimum water, because water would make you gain weight. And that was probably one of my extremes.
We live in a media-saturated world where teens think they should look like the models or celebrities on covers of magazines. Kirsten Haglund, Miss America 2008, and community outreach specialist for Timberland Knolls, is reaching out to those who struggle by sharing her own battle with an eating disorder.
Living with an eating disorder was not glamorous, that it could kill you, that it's not a lifestyle choice. You know, it's a serious issue. And to kind of share with them where I had been and how horrible an eating disorder is, and it doesn't make you happy, and thinness is not the goal, you know, that moderation and balance is the key to life, and that there are so many great things that you can do and have the opportunity to achieve, and but you can't when you're enslaved to an eating disorder.
After treatment, Taylor Boyd is now proud to announce,
I am completely cured of my eating disorder.
Although eating disorders are at an all-time high, our younger generations are seeming to take a stand against society's perception of beauty.
I see it really changing. I see, you know, people are always going to struggle with eating disorders. They're always going to struggle with anxiety, depression, things like that. But I think there will be a more open culture to be able to find support and get the treatment that you need, and see people living lives full of recovery and an attitude that, you know, we can get better, we can get stronger from these things, and we're not going to let society and culture define beauty.